Hey YouTube, this is Liberty4343 here. I've got an update here, collection update that is. So I figured I'd kind of show out most of the collection. Some of the items that aren't in here, of course, a couple fixed blades, some older slip joint type of knives, and lockbacks, etc. But I figured I'd show these off today since these are the ones that are kind of the heavy rotation, so to speak. So just kind of go through real quickly, show you what I've got here. We'll start in the lower left here. This is the Toadmascus from Jeff Tough Thumbs, and the blade itself is titanium, and of course, as you can see right here, it's got the Toadmascus awesome scale on one side and the clip on the other. Jeff, I sent this back to Jeff so he could bring it to, I think it was the East Coast Custom Knife Show, and the clip itself was a little tight, so Jeff worked it up, or took a little bit of the metal out there and thinned it up, and now it fits perfectly. So it's one of my friction folders. Very cool little knife there. This one, of course, has been seen before, the XM18 with the CTS XHP steel there. I don't think that's going to come in very well, but it's a little flipper, very nice knife, and I think it's got the little steel flame skull there. Very cool. This is actually new. I picked this up from a USN member, and thank you, Gino. This knife is very cool. This is the JW Smith. Let's see if that comes in focus there. There you go. I think it's the SD2. Just absolutely smooth as butter. A fantastic knife with the green micarta scales there. Sorry about that little flub on the micarta, but excellent knife. Just a dream to carry. Great clip. Fantastic all the way around. So of course I'll be talking about some of these knives later on, since some of them are relatively new. This is also a newer addition. This is the Monroe knife. It's another friction folder. I might be doing just a friction folder update here. Crazy grind. I guess it's the chisel grind on with the flat side, and then this right here is just absolutely stunning. Nice clip. Picked this up once again from a USN member. Very nice little knife. Very easy to carry. Great pocket clip. Fantastic little knife there. Some other knives, of course, my Allen Davis. This is one of the very first knives I ever showed with the Alabama Damascus. Just truly a little dream. Smooth as all get up. Very nice work. Orange peel. But you can also see it's got this kind of engraving on here that flows throughout on the clip. File work is excellent. Centering, everything. Fantastic maker. Also, this has been shown before. This is the Calvin Robinson. I have to send this out, and I want to see if I can't get a sheath made for this so I can actually start carrying it around. I don't really want to carry it. It's just in my pocket. But a nice knife and a little gentleman's folder, but really, really nice. This paper micarta scales. Absolutely fantastic. Of course, then, the small Sebenza with the serrated. That's one of the old standbys. The Birch Tree Mid-Tech, number 61. Nice knife, one of my favorites. Smooth as all get up. The Ron Flattery, right here. I think it's the A2 steel. It's one of the only knives I have that is a tip down carry, which doesn't bother me too much, but obviously prefer the tip up. The Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Great knife to EDC. Not a very thick blade, but just absolutely a dream. Fits so well in the pocket. The clip is fantastic. Everything about it is just, it's such a nice knife. Until I owned one, I really just didn't understand what people were talking about. It truly is phenomenal. This is one of my favorite new knives as well. This is a friction folder. I happened to pick this up from another USN member at the Pasadena Knife Show, 77 Severs. Very cool person. And I happened to look in his case and I went, oh wow, that is a WR Bladeworks friction folder. And it is indeed, and you can check this out. It's got a really cool usable pry bar. It's already seen some action here on the tip there. No safe queens. Actually, it's a user. It's a very cool knife. So I'll probably be doing a little bit more of a review on that later on. And the ever popular large Sebenza. Very nice and simple knife. One of my original parts of my knife collection. I got two Emersons here. Both of them are, the regular production Emersons. This is one right here, and this one is the CQC 7AW. I really like it because it's got the nice even grind on both sides. Very nicely done. It's such a cool knife to carry. It's so simple. Still very grippy. I got it in October at the Plaza Show from Ernie Emerson's table with the little, I think it's a Schmuckatelli bead on it. Then this is one I picked up from an auction on USN to help a couple of USNers, Josh and Tatiana, who lost their home. And this came from Tactical Bacon. And this is his personal carry. It is the CQC 7BW. There it is. With, I guess, that chisel grind. And it's the bacon knife here. As you can see, it's got these cool scales and these cool beads on it as well. Little pork beads. Just a very cool knife. I just got this yesterday in the mail. So that was very awesome. The VECP by Les George. And I've mentioned this one many times before. I think I'd like to get one of the VECP 2s. Would be very cool to carry, but I'm also looking for a, like a rock eye. I think I'd like to have the full-size custom rock eye. So that's one of my other, Grail knives, including Tom Mayo and Torzula, and oh gosh, so many other makers. It's just crazy. You never get all the knives that you're looking for, but they're out there, and with enough patience, they do happen to come by. This is the TAD knife that I got in the lottery a few weeks back. The SMF, concealed carry, black. Really nice knife. Just very beefy. And I really like that blade style, that blade shape. Next up, the Les George Leschwitz collaboration. I guess it's the Cerberus. Just a massive knife. I mean, it's 4 inches, and I have other 4-inch knives, but this one just really feels massive in the hand. It's a very thick blade when you go from top to bottom. And the Lacanitos. There's the Blast, which you've seen many times before, and of course the last two, the Fossa and the Jasmine. This is the Jasmine flipper, just carrying on my person today, and last but not least is the Fossa. The Fossa flipper. So that's my collection update, and like I said, I'm always looking for the Grail knives, quote unquote, that are out there. I think I actually came up with a little list, since it's one of those things you're always thinking about. Some of them I think in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking about the Todd Begg Bodega. I've never actually seen one in person, but that's one of those things where I'd really like to get one of his knives. Maybe like a Crane, or Thomas Crane rather, folder. Bob Terzula, a Birch custom would be awesome. What else do I have? Oh, the Calavera Cutlery, the El Patron, Les George custom Mayo. Just a bunch of other different knives in my possible Grail list here, but those are for things to come in the future. Anyway, so that's just a quick collection update. Thank you for watching. Keep the shiny side up, and I hope to see all of you soon. Cheers.